Thanks for staying on the JoyNews channel. You need to stay with us. We are on GoTV channel 421. We are on DSTV channel 421 and GoTV channel 144. And of course, it's the National Science and Maths Quiz. Remember, this program is produced by Primetime Limited. It's also sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank Ghana and supported by JoyNews, Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, AirtelTigo, Dano Milk, Academic City University College, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, GTP, and YFM. The broadcast is by kind courtesy JoyNews and supported by Cowbell, milk high in protein and vitamins, Papa's Pizza, taste it, love it, and Ace Medical Insurance, the new phase of health financing, Dole Yogurt, more, I need more. Let's cross over to the Nat Hall where the big event is happening right now. Maxwell Agbagba is our man there.
This broadcast that you're watching is made by the kind, is brought to you by the kind courtesy of JoyNews and supported by Cowbell, our milk, high in protein and vitamins, Papa's Pizza, taste it, love it, and an Ace Medical Insurance, the new phase of health financing, Dole Yogurt, more, I need more. It appears my face mask wouldn't stop going up, but we'll continue to do this with a face mask because you need to wear a face mask all the time. We're trying to get right now the coordinator for the National Science and Maths Quiz to break down for us what is going to happen here. We know there's going to be balloting, so we have Port A, we have Port B, we have Port C. We want to get an understanding of what is going to happen here today, and the coordinator himself, Stephen Yankee, will be joining us shortly with those details. So at this point, before he joins us though, I understand that Kojo Yangson is ready, host of the Super Morning Show. Kojo Yangson is ready in the auditorium for us to start the main business right here from the Nat Hall. Over to you, Kojo.
Thank you, Maxwell. It seems you're having a great time with some of the contestants and the big actors in this year's National Science and Maths Quiz. But of course, it's about time for the main event to begin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nat Hall here in Accra. My name is Kojo Yangson. It's my pleasure to usher you through the launch of the National Science and Maths Quiz for 2021. A round of applause would be welcome. Thank you. Oh, there you go. All right, now I'm going to be needing much more of that applause from you, particularly now, because I'm about to go through the list of amazing partners who are helping make this year's National Science and Maths Quiz possible. The list is extensive, but we're going to keep clapping all the way through. So if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen, our sponsors for this year include JoyNews, Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, AirtelTigo, Dano Milk, Accra College of Medicine, Academic City College, Kenya Airways, Adansi Travels, Zipline, GTP, and Third Eye Care and Vision Center. Wow, what a performance. That was brilliant. In fact, you deserve a round of applause. All right, now before we get started, and of course, I can walk you very quickly through how this afternoon is going to go. It's going to be very straight to the point. We're here to find out who will be facing who as we go through this competition. But of course, we're also going to launch the 2021 National Science and Maths Quiz together. So first, I'll introduce you to some honored guests who will be leading us through the proceedings. We'll bring them up to the high table. Then we'll have a welcome address. We will then learn a little bit about what is to come in terms of the prizes that are available this year and all the different things that are going to make 2021's competition memorable. We'll have an address by the Ghana Education Service. And then, of course, we'll get a bit of a recap of how things went last year. Then, some goodwill messages from the partners who have made this year's competition possible. We'll get a keynote address from the Deputy Minister for Education who's here. And then we will start the balloting. So that's the process, at the end of which we will have some thank you messages and closing remarks. And then that's it, we're done. So without further ado, let's first learn the special invited guests who are going to join us up here on the high table. First, it's my honor to introduce the Deputy Minister for Education in charge of TVET, who also happens to be the Honorable Member of Parliament for Ibuakwa North. With a round of applause, let's welcome up to the high table, Gifty Chum Ampofo. Thank you very much, Madam, for joining us today. Also, the woman who makes it all possible. Let's make our applause loud for the Managing Director of Prime Time, Nanekia Ankoma Asare. That's it. You guys, your applause the B. The chairman of Prime Time is here. Let's welcome him up, Dr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu. Thank you for being here, Doc. And of course, our mainline sponsors are represented. ABSA, their head of marketing, Mr. Cyril Nye. Now, I went through a list of sponsors, and of course, the two main sponsors need special recognition. So with a round of applause, the Ghana Education Service, in partnership with ABSA Bank, are the mainline sponsors for this year's National Science and Maths Quiz. Media partners, of course, are Joy FM and YFM. So, as is customary, and as required by hospitality, we will be welcomed officially. To do that, let's welcome up here to the dais the managing reliably that we will soon have at least one more person joining us here on the high table. But we're going to move on with the welcome address. So let's welcome with a round of applause the Managing Director of Primetime Limited, Mrs. Nanekia Ankoma Asare.
The Deputy Minister in charge of TVET, Honorable Gifty Chum Ampofo, representatives of our sponsors, GES, and our main sponsors, GES and other sponsors, heads of schools, special invited guests, participating schools, and our ardent fans watching us on all our social media platforms and on television. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the launch of the 2021 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz. It has been a thrilling, yet trying year with many ups and even more downs, many challenges and a lot of uncertainty, right from the planning of the various stages of the competition through to the execution of the recce and balloting, regional qualifiers, and regional and zonal championships. And today we are here to launch the national championship. This year, just like last year, a lot of changes have been made to the structure of the competition thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic and its after effects. For the second time in 2 years, the preliminary round of the national championship will be held along zonal and regional groupings. This time, instead of having only the 108 schools that won various contests in the regional qualifiers compete at this level, an additional 11 schools, which were the top runners-up in their respective regions or zones, will join the 108 qualifiers to make up the requisite number of schools needed to compete in the 39 preliminary stage contests within the regions or zones. These 39 winners and 15 top runners-up nationwide will then progress to the 1/8 stage of the competition, and from then we will work upwards until we get to the finals. And now to the biggest change of all. The NSMQ has found a new home in Kumasi, on the campus of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. This will be the first time that the NSMQ, as we know it now, will be held outside our national capital, Accra, even though parts of the NSMQ have been held in Kumasi over the years. We are very much looking forward to this new adventure and the challenges and opportunities now open to us. For the first time this year, thanks to the unflinching support of Absa Bank, we were able to hold the regional and zonal championships in all our 8 NSMQ regions and zones. And what a fantastic feast of brilliance and excitement it was. Congratulations to defending NSMQ champions Presec Legon. You have shown you are ready to defend your title. Congratulations again to Archbishop Porter Girls SHS, Infanspim School, Premper College, St. Peter's SHS, Tamale SHS, Ketar SHTS, and especially to Nkranza SHTS for winning the regional and zonal championships for 2021. We hope that by conducting these championships, all participating schools have now had a foretaste of what the competition holds for them and will be much better prepared this time for the national championship. Unfortunately, last year, some of the satellite programs of the Science Festival, which are the SciTech Fair, TORS, and NSMQ Interco, were suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The mentorship sessions was the only satellite event of the NSMQ that was possible to pull off in the COVID-19 era of restrictions of movement and congregation of people. This challenge, however, did not serve as an impeding block, but rather an energizing springboard for new ideas on how to make these programs better. As we well know by now, the SciTech Fair and the mentorship sessions have since been broken off from the NSMQ and rebranded as the STEM Festival. This is to give these 2 wonderful programs more room to grow. The STEM Festival was launched on 15th July 2021, and the event was successfully concluded on 5th August of 2021. However, the TORS and NSMQ Interco remain suspended until a time more conducive to such programs comes. And we hope that would be next year. All 79 contests will be streamed live across all our social media platforms, and selected contests will be telecast live thanks to our partnership with the JoyNews channel. And as usual, we have a lot of wonderful prizes lined up to reward and encourage our contestants to do their very best to excel at this competition. I would like to thank our loyal sponsors, Absa Bank Ghana Limited, JoyNews, Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana Limited, AirtelTigo, Dano Milk, Academic City University College, Adanse Travels, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, GTP, and YFM for their invaluable sponsorship and support to this program. We hope you will keep investing in us to make the NSMQ even more remarkable than it is today. For the new sponsors who have come in to support us, Joy Industries and Cooper Study International, welcome aboard the NSMQ. I guarantee that you will love this experience. Our sincere thanks go to Mr. Bubune Adi and the Banfo family for showing that one does not need to be a corporate institution to invest in the lives of students through the NSMQ. Thank you for your support to the NSMQ through the years. Last, but by no means least, I would like to convey our deepest and sincerest thanks to our main sponsor, the Ghana Education Service, GES, and the Ministry of Education, for all the different kinds of support you give us year in and year out to make this program a success. Our nearly 3-decade-old partnership is solid and commendable, and we are grateful to you for all the support you give us, not only for the NSMQ, but also for all the other programs we have put out in our 28 years of educating and entertaining the Ghanaian public. I would also like to applaud the Conference of Heads of our sister schools, heads of schools, teachers, and team coordinators for all the help and support they give to the NSMQ through their extensive preparation of their school teams. We do recognize and appreciate your hard work and support. Thank you to the management of KNUST for warmly welcoming the NSMQ to your lovely campus. Osaikrum, here we come. We can't wait. To my dear contestants, congratulations for making it this far. We know you have been working very hard towards your participation in the NSMQ and that you have what it takes to excel at this competition. We wish all participating schools the very best, and may the very best school win. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, America. This is exciting. I think it's a wonderful initiative to spread us around the country. Kumasi, of course, being a wonderful city to host such an amazing contest. Of course, you know what that means. We now have 2 problems of the day. The one from the quiz mistress, and of course, the problem of staying awake after a massive fufu lunch. But I trust our contestants. They will overcome both. All right, in a moment, I'll tell you about some of the amazing prizes that are up for grabs in this year's competition. But first, I would like to acknowledge a few more very special people who are here and without whom this competition would be impossible. First, our quiz mistresses. And please stand and give us a wave when we acknowledge you. Dr. Anita Opong. Mrs. Gladys Schwinger. Dr. Thelma Oheneje. And I know she wanted to be here, Professor Elsie Kaufman. Professor Kaufman is on sabbatical. She's somewhere in the Volta region right now. But she has recently been named one of the faces of physics globally. So for that honor, let's give her a round of applause. Later, I'll introduce you to some of the consultants, those who have worked together with the quiz mistresses to produce the questions for this and many other National Science and Maths quiz competitions. Also, very soon, we're going to meet some of our sponsors. They will bring us some goodwill messages. But first, I have a treat for you. For those of you joining us live on the JoyNews channel or on our Facebook pages, we welcome you. We thank you so much for making the time to be here with us for the launch of the 2021 National Science and Maths Quiz. And this broadcast is made possible by the kind courtesy of JoyNews, supported by Cowbell Our Milk, high in protein and vitamins, Papa's Pizza, taste it, love it. Ace Medical Insurance, the new face of health financing. And Dole Yogurt, more, I need more. Now, just before our goodwill messages from sponsors, I want to bring us all up to date. A lot of preparation has already gone into this year's contest. We're going to show you what Primetime has been up to, but first, a recap of last year.
On the semi-final contest, right? And while we were still on stage, as soon as the quiz mistress mentioned that she was going to see us at the final, I felt really excited. It was a dream come true. I couldn't believe that something I dreamt of and been working towards for a very long time would finally come to pass in just about 2 days. And so I was really excited, even before we left the stage. And there was the thrill of having won your contest by 66 points, which was the highest score for the day and for the semi-finals.
A lot went into our preparation towards the grand finale, and it didn't start when we come. It started when we informed to when we were selected into the quiz team, being trained by old boys and even our classmates, because sometimes you'll be working on campus and your classmates will just meet you and ask you questions, and like they were psyching us up for what was ahead of us, which was the grand finale. So a lot went into it, and not only the intellectual aspect, the spiritual aspect. We prayed a lot. We did a lot of spiritual activities to prepare our mind and spirit for the grand finale and for the trophy as well.
I never miss. I've been smashing, I've been killing everything. From
we were convinced we were going to win before the contest. It was a mindset we had gone into. We went into every contest with, not necessarily that we underrated in school, but it's just something we had conditioned ourselves to. No matter how difficult the contest was going to go, we would end up coming up on top.
From the beginning of the contest, when we sat down, we had the edge, like we sort of had the confidence that we were going to win. So after the speed race and when the points were, like the point difference was a lot, we were a bit convinced that this was really our contest.
Leading by 5 points is indecisive because they can ring on the first clue and answer it right, and that was what he did. But luckily for us, he didn't get it right. So after answering that question wrong, I was very excited. It's not that was very bad of me, but I was very excited to for him getting the answer wrong, and that was how we got to win the competition. So I was very glad.
Very terrifying few seconds between when Mbebu mentioned his answer and when the quiz mistress finally told him that that was not it, and it was very tense. Fortunately for us, that was not the answer, and at that point we had more or less sealed the win.
Life after NSMQ, for me, it's been a life of gratitude, full of opportunities, and also living up to the expectation of everyone, because everyone is expecting you to pull up good performance in anything you do, in college, in your quizzes, in assignments, and everything. So it kind of encourages me to work harder to keep the standard.
The winning team also left some special messages for the 2021 participants.
For the 2021 contestants, my best advice would be that if a lot of hopes are on you, win the quiz for us. If you've not won the quiz before, the possible motivation would be like, win the quiz for me, pressure from the old boys. Just put that aside and let your real convictions drive you towards the trophy. And on the day of the quiz, any contest you are doing, don't look at your opponents too much. Whereas the way their demeanor might put some fear in you. So just go that you are your real competition is the questions, trying to answer the questions, and in the end, all things will fall into place.
In as much as everyone is here to win, in the end, it's a competition. You may go through successfully till the very end, or you might fall short. It's at the end of the day, life goes on. Whatever happens, whether you win the competition or you go out in your first contest, the most important thing is to put it behind you and move on with life, because life goes on after NSMQ.
I would like to tell all participating contestants in this year's edition to keep on believing and psych their minds and soul for what's ahead of them. They should have it in mind that they are in for victory. For a competition like this, there's only one winner. There might be ups and downs, but just know that you're a winner in anything, and everyone is very proud of you. So you are a winner in your own way. So just keep on believing and have fun. Make new friends too, because it's very necessary. And also shout out to Primetime for coming up with a very interesting competition and making me known for something in my academic journey. I wanted to be known for something, so I'm very grateful.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations to Presec Legon.
After Presec's remarkable feat was a parade of treats, the most significant of which was a visit to the presidency, where the champions presented the trophy to the president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. In attendance were many statesmen, including the then Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Professor Aaron Michael Quay, the Chief of Staff, Mrs. Akosia Freeman Osei Opari, and her then Deputy, Mr. Francis Asenso Boachi. This visit was streamed live on the President's official Facebook page.
Oh, that was quite a trip down memory lane. Once again, congratulations to Presec for that amazing victory. I like the advice that was given by one of the contestants from last year about staying focused, and not being distracted by the huge expectations from everybody, including the old students. Having said that, I have a personal message for the St. Augustine's College contestants. I want you to look at my demeanor. They said don't pay attention to our demeanor, pay attention to mine. This year is our year. All right, it's going to be an amazing contest in Kumasi, and there are so many great prizes up for grabs. I want to tell you about a few of them. This year, the first prize comes with a total package of 80,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah, and of that amount, 40,000 goes to the school, 20,000 to the contestants, and 20,000 deservedly to the teachers. The second prize is a total prize package of 64,000 Ghana cedis again. Yeah. Again, that is split between the school, the students, the contestants, and the teachers. So the school gets 30,000, 17,000 to the contestants, and 17,000 cedis to the teachers. The third prize this year, a total package of 50,000 Ghana cedis. 20,000 to the school, 15,000 to the contestants, and another 15,000 cedis to the teachers. That definitely deserves some applause. Now, there are some special awards. The ABSA Special Award for Excellence this year. Again, the third prize will be a total package of 20,000 Ghana cedis, 10,000 to the contestants, and 10,000 to the teachers. The second prize, a total package of 30,000 Ghana cedis with 15,000 to the contestants and 15,000 to the teachers. And then the first prize in the ABSA Special Award for Excellence will be 40,000 Ghana cedis, with 20,000 to the teachers and 20,000 to the contestants. So some potentially very rich contestants this year. I'll be telling you more about the other prizes later. In fact, let me tell you about this one. It's the Absa Bank Money Zone. This time around, contestants and teachers will earn cash for each point that they make from the quarterfinals, okay? So a point will be worth 10 Ghana cedis at the quarterfinals. A point will be worth 15 Ghana cedis at the semifinals. And at the grand finale, a point will be worth 25 Ghana cedis. That's gratifying. A round of applause for that. There you go. And these are to go to the contestants and their teacher, okay? So a total value of points in cash will be given to the contestants and their teacher at the end of these 3 stages of the competition. There are more special awards I'll tell you about later, but let's acknowledge a few people before we hear from this year's sponsors. These contests are impossible without the consultants who slave away alongside the quiz mistresses to put the questions together. So let's be generous in our acknowledgement of them. Again, they will stand up and wave when we mention their names. Dr. Enoch Denchi. Dr. Ebenezer Owusu. Dr. Edu Jemfi. Dr. Amos Kudiche. And Dr. William Asumeni. Professor William Asumeni. A round of applause for Professor Asumeni. God bless you all and thank you. All right, so we're going to have just a few goodwill messages from 4 of our sponsors. And of course, we've got to hear from ABSA, our main partner, alongside the Ghana Education Service. So, to give his goodwill message, let us put our hands together for Mr. Cyril Nye, Head of Marketing at ABSA.
Good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. COVID protocols before all other protocols. So the Deputy Minister of Education, the Chairman and MD of Primetime or Protocol Observe, it's really a great pleasure to be here this afternoon at the launch of the 2021 National Science and Maths Quiz competition. Last year, when we decided to embark on this 3-year major sponsorship, partnership with support to the National Science and Maths Quiz, our focus was to arouse the Africanacity spirit in young people and prepare them for the future. And at ABSA, the Africanacity spirit is the desire and the distinctive ability to find ways of getting things done. I was therefore excited when at this year's ABSA-sponsored STEM Festival, we witnessed great innovation from participating schools. I was especially enthused by the level of creativity exhibited by the students, and not forgetting a 2D printer created by students of Kumasi Academy that helps in drawing complex images, which drew the ABSA logo with precision. As a continent with great potential, abundant resources, and growing human capital, including creative and brilliant young people, we have let ourselves down in the past because we have not harnessed these effectively to solve our societal challenges. And we cannot repeat our past mistakes and let the future generations down. The youth want to use their skills to assess sustainable and decent work with the hope of building an aspirational career and contributing to economic development. They have the ability to be successful. However, they need the help to unlock their potential through access to opportunities and relevant interventions such as these. We have the opportunity to totally transform our continent and become a socioeconomic powerhouse, a continent where young people can use their scientific and technological insights to leapfrog our development by creating innovative solutions to societal challenges such as poor infrastructure, healthcare, food security, and education. Therefore, we need a new thinking that will help set our youth on the right path and guide them to a brighter future, a future where you and I can all be proud of. At APSA, our commitment to work with the youth and youth-centered partners to help them get things done and bring their possibility to life remains our primary focus. We continue to drive this agenda through several initiatives and platforms, including the National Science and Math Quiz and the STEM Festivals, as well as others such as our startup proposition to support young entrepreneurs and our Ready to Work program designed to help students transition from school to the world of work by equipping them with relevant fundamental soft skills they need to excel. The new wave of the future world of work and economic prosperity is anchored in science and technology. And as a digitally led and a forward-looking bank, we will continue to drive initiatives that will help prepare the youth and make them future ready. A society that has adequately prepared its youth for the future will be able to harness and leverage the resources available to accelerate growth and development. On behalf of APSA Bank Ghana Limited, I wish all participating schools and teams the very best in the 2021 National Science and Math Quiz competition. All the best, and thank you.
Thank you. Once again, a round of applause for Mr. Cyril Nye. Representing GOIL. Let's welcome him warmly. He is responsible for marketing. He's the PR manager at GOIL, forgive me, public relations manager at GOIL. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Robert Chere.
Thank you very much, Kojo. The Honorable Deputy Minister for Education in charge of TVET, the Chairman and Managing Director of Primetime Limited, the distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and I've seen Presec here, all protocols observed. It gives me a great pleasure to present these remarks on behalf of GOIL, and I bring you warm greetings from our management to you all. Once again, GOIL is honored to be associated with this Youth Impact Team program. It must be noted that for the 5th consecutive year running, GOIL is sponsoring this event. Sponsoring this event, ladies and gentlemen, is part of our overall social investment intervention strategy, and it's in line with SDG Goal 4 on achieving quality education. Let me reiterate again that our support to the SMNQ is anchored on the provision of water, education and sanitation, as well as health interventions for needy and deprived communities, which GOIL always does. This year, we are enhancing our sponsorship as part of our continued commitment to the NSMQ. The very popular GOIL Riddle Bonanza will be revamped, and about 108 contestants will benefit from cash prizes when they win the riddles. Focus will be on the finals, where handsome prizes will be won. In addition, we will continue to make available fuel on our go-karts to our quiz mistresses and our consultants who deserve to be praised and encouraged. Our main quiz mistress will continue to receive her full sponsorship via our go-kart for the next 12 months. This year, we are topping up this with an award for the most decent, exciting, and cheering school at the finals. Yes. So indeed, we want to encourage and ginger more competition and interest in the program. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our company's core marketing and brand vision is to market undiluted and quality products, and we always strive for exceptional levels of service. That is why we market quality fuel and lubricants. Our Super SP Ron 95, for instance, is only premium. It's not only premium, but it's sold everywhere and at the same price as other super being sold in the market. In the same vein, our diesel is also of premium quality, with fuel that is of low sulfur content and clean fuel compared to others on the market. I therefore appeal to all to patronize these products so that we'll get more money and sponsor many of these laudable programs. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as the #1 and biggest indigenous marketing entity, GOIL will continue to support our young enterprising students to develop their innate abilities and talents. Because we believe that it is only through these talents that the country can achieve a lot in our forward march towards development. At this stage, let me thank profusely Primetime Limited for their resilience, their perseverance, and their commitment to the program, despite all the problems we have encountered the last 2 years. We doff our hearts for you. And let me also entreat the students who participate in the competition to work harder and compete fairly and during the contest, and may the best school win. We hope this will be a stepping stone to all the students who excel in the future in their endeavor. Ghana needs you for us to be able to develop. Once again, we are privileged to be part of this opportunity and to contribute to the unearthing and nurturing of young scientific minds. Because at GOIL, we have more than 80 scientists there, and we believe that it is worthy and it's of importance to support them. Once again, I thank you, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Robert Shere, and thank you to GOIL. Our third partner from whom we will be hearing a goodwill message is Prudential Life Insurance. Let's welcome their Head of Marketing and Communications, Kenny Ribeiro.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The National Science and Math Quiz is an important part of our country's history, and it manages to hold the entire nation spellbound year in and year out. And so naturally, Prudential Life Insurance is more than excited to be associated with it, not only because it brings us all together behind our TV screens to celebrate math and science, but also because at Prudential, we believe that our core business is to help people to get the most out of life. And we do that through sponsoring community investment programs like the National Science and Math Quiz. This year, we're excited once again to be associated with the program for the third year as sponsor for the National Science and Math Quiz Star Award. And we're looking forward to seeing as many of these innovative young men and women who are excelling in math and science step forward and show and demonstrate excellence in all the aspects of the quiz. We are happy to move to Kumasi this year as well. We're looking forward to see the various dynamics of the quiz in the Ashanti region. And once again, I'd like to thank the Prime Time production team for continually delivering excellence in the organization and coordination of this program. Once again, like I said, we're happy to be associated with the program, and we're looking forward to seeing what this year would bring. We will continue to sponsor the National Science and Math Quiz Star Award for as long as Prime Time will allow us, and we will continue to be associated with the great band of the National Science and Math Quiz. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prudential. Thank you, Maokeni Ribeiro. This year, the highest scorer prize is sponsored by AirtelTigo. To present their goodwill message, let's welcome their Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Atul Singh.
A very good afternoon to all the distinguished members here, ladies and gentlemen. And I think a big hello to all the young and scientific minds present here. A big hello to them. They are awesome. I bring with me greetings from the board, management, and the staff of AirtelTigo. Thank you for coming here. It's a pleasure to be here. AirtelTigo is proud to be associated with second year now with National Science and Math Quiz. And we are also proud to be part of, we've created a new stream of awards, which we call them AirtelTigo Highest Scorer Awards. I'll talk more about it. Education is one of the key pillars of our CSR initiative. And because besides self-development, it also means socio-economic development of the country. We're talking about Ghana. So, and just last year, during this initiative, we dedicated a 6-room classroom block in the Ashanti region. And we will continue, it's a patronage, we will continue to be part of this education initiative through our CSR activity, and we'll continue to be a part of National Science and Math Quiz. Thank you. AirtelTigo has been pioneer in innovation in the Ghanaian market. Back then, when data bundles used to be very complicated, this is a subject area that I'm talking about, which I think everybody experiences. And the voice and data combo bundles were even more complicated. And we at AirtelTigo are driven by the single biggest passion to make life simple for our customers. We introduced no expiry. And in no matter of time, I think that became the norm of the industry. Today, everybody offers that. And there are various kind of people, and they have different kind of uses. Some makes a lot of calls to a lot of people, and some make so many calls to just a few people. So we were also the pioneers of introducing something we call as AirtelTigo Unlimited Call bundles. Now, where people make unlimited number of calls to a particular number or any AirtelTigo number. And I think till date, we are unmatched in that space. We were also, I think, the pioneers in the mobile money space, wherein we seamlessly integrated AirtelTigo Money into our consumer app. And again, in no matter of time, I think that became the norm of the industry. And anybody who has used, sending money, it's actually a pain. Because when you send money to anybody, you have to dial USSD, then you have to type the number somewhere, you have to write it down somewhere, or copy paste it. Simply at the click of a button, go to your address book, pick the number, and boom, you're done. So this year, when we partnered, last year when we partnered with National Science and Math Quiz, we created a stream of awards, which we call them highest scorer awards. And this is the unique kind of award because every section, every part, every day when we will have a National Science and Maths quiz, the highest scoring team will win awards. So for example, in the preliminary stage, the highest scoring team will win 1,000 CDs every such day during that phase. In the 1/8 stage, the teams will take away 2,000 CDs, followed by 3,000 CDs in the quarterfinal, then semi-final 5,000. And finally, in the grand prize, the winning team will take away 10,000 CDs from our side, besides some other goodies which we will reveal at that point in time. I think I've spoken a lot. I'm humbled, and we are privileged to be a part of this great program. Thank you so much. May the best team wins. Just before I leave, I think on a humorous side, every time I see this show last year, because I was seeing this show, it felt like I really did not study well in the class. Thank you.
Mr. Atul Singh, everybody. And Mr. Singh, you're not alone. That's a universal feeling when we're watching those brilliant contestants. All right, very shortly we'll be balloting to find out who faces whom as we lead up to the big contest in Kumasi. But before that, let's acknowledge a few more of the very important people who are here with us for this event. I'm quite pleased to introduce the Deputy Director General of the Ghana Education Service, responsible for quality and access. And don't forget, Ghana Education Service is the mainline sponsor in partnership with ABSA. So let's make our applause loud as we welcome him to the high table. Dr. Kwabena Bempa Tandor. Dr. Bempa Tandor will present a very quick address on behalf of the Director General of the Ghana Education Service very soon. Before that, let me acknowledge two more very important people who are here with us. If they can stand and wave when we mention their names. First of all, from the Science Education Unit of the Ghana Education Service, a round of applause for Mr. Kwesi Anoche. Here to represent the National Board for Professional and Technician Exams, NABTEX, Ms. Sheila Buama. Ms. Buama is right here in the front. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. All right. So very soon we'll hear from the Ghana Education Service, and then we'll have the keynote address by the Deputy Minister for Education. But before that, a lot of planning has gone into NSMQ 2021. And you've already heard some of the great prizes that are up for grabs. Well, it's all been put together into a wonderful video for our enjoyment. So let's sit back and find out how NSMQ 2021 has shaped up so far.
When the COVID-19 pandemic hit Ghana in 2020, Primetime Limited had to devise a new game plan that would ensure the safety of all the NSMQ participants. The preliminary stage of the national championship, which usually brought about 1,000 people together, had to be decentralized. So, the preliminary stage was held in regions and zones across the country to reduce the number of people who converged in Accra for the prelims. The subsequent stages of the competition were, however, produced in Accra as the numbers had been reduced. Even though the pandemic has been contained to a degree, it is necessary that we still adhere to the COVID-19 protocols to prevent a possible spread. For this reason, the 2021 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz would follow the same format it did in 2020. Thus, schools from the Bono, Ahafo and Bono East regions would come together to form the Bono Ahafo zone. Schools from the Volta and Oti regions would emerge as the Volta-Oti zone, whereas schools in the Western and Western North regions would come together as the Western zone. Schools from the Northern, Savannah, Northeast, Upper East and Upper West regions would also come together to form the Northern zone. On the other hand, schools in the Greater Accra, Eastern, Ashanti and Central regions would compete as individual regions. There would be a total of 39 contests at the preliminary stage. The winners of these contests, together with 15 top runners up, would meet in Kumasi to compete with the 27 seeded schools from the 1-8 stage onwards.
Plasma, you are right.
Our strengths and capabilities as the producers of the National Science and Maths Quiz could only go so far, and we are infinitely grateful to our loyal sponsors and individuals who continually carry a chunk of our financial burdens. Apart from other financial commitments towards the NSMQ, the Ghana Education Service sponsors the main prizes to the finalists as well as the semi-finalists. The ultimate prize of the 2021 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz is a total cash prize of 80,000 Ghana cedis. This would be shared among the contestants, their teachers, and the school. They would also be presented with a custom-made trophy and 7 gold medals for the 3 contestants and 4 subject teachers: chemistry, biology, physics, and math. The first runner-up would receive a prize package of 64,000 Ghana cedis to be shared amongst the teachers, contestants, and the school. The team would also be presented with 7 silver medals. The second runner-up would receive 50,000 Ghana cedis, and the team would be presented with 7 bronze medals. The 6 schools that would end their journey at the semi-final stage of the competition would receive 10,000 Ghana cedis each. Moreover, there are other special awards to be won. The Dr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu Award for the most impressive run would go to the contestants of the less endowed school that goes the farthest in the competition. This award is worth 7,000 Ghana cedis. Not to be left out of the recognition, the teachers of the school that wins the Dr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu Award for the most impressive run would be rewarded with the Jacob and Elizabeth Banfo Memorial Award for the most impressive run. These teachers would receive a cash prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis. The school that exhibits solid teamwork throughout the competition would receive the Professor Irama Adi Award for the best team, which is worth 3,000 Ghana cedis. This award was instituted by Mr. Bubune Adi, a contestant of the Infantipim 1999 NSMQ winning team. To motivate the female participants to give off their best, there is the Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu Award for the most outstanding female contestant. This award is worth 5,000 Ghana cedis. The Gold Riddle Bonanza would reward teams that would solve 3 or 4 riddles in a contest correctly.
Imebo.
Hall effect.
Yes.
This prize will be reviewed upward at every stage of the competition as follows. At the preliminary stage, answering 3 riddles correctly is worth 800 Ghana cedis, while answering 4 riddles correctly is worth 1,200 Ghana cedis. At the 1-8 stage, answering 3 riddles correctly is worth 1,200 Ghana cedis, while answering 4 riddles correctly is worth 1,600 Ghana cedis. At the quarter-final stage, answering 3 riddles correctly is worth 1,600 Ghana cedis, while answering 4 riddles correctly is worth 2,000 Ghana cedis. At the semi-final stage, answering 3 riddles correctly is worth 2,000 Ghana cedis, while answering 4 riddles correctly is worth 2,400 Ghana cedis. At the grand finale, answering 3 riddles correctly is worth 3,200 Ghana cedis, while answering 4 riddles correctly is worth 4,000 Ghana cedis. The Prudential Life NSMQ Star would also be available from the preliminary stage to the grand finale to reward the teams that will make a perfect score in the 3rd round of the contest, which is the problem of the day. This prize would also be reviewed upward at every stage of the competition as follows. At the preliminary stage, a star is worth 2,000 Ghana cedis. At the 1-8 stage, a star is worth 2,400 Ghana cedis. At the quarter-final stage, a star is worth 2,800 Ghana cedis. At the semi-final stage, a star is worth 3,400 Ghana cedis, and at the grand finale, a star is worth 4,000 Ghana cedis. As an additional incentive, a team that gets a third NSMQ star would get 1,500 Ghana cedis in addition to the prize worth of the star at that stage of the competition. The money zone, sponsored by Absa Bank, will take effect from the quarter-final stage of the competition. At the quarter-final stage, the final score of each of the schools will be multiplied by 10 Ghana cedis and converted to cash. At the semi-final stage, the final scores will be multiplied by 15 Ghana cedis, and at the grand finale, the scores will be multiplied by 25 Ghana cedis. Then last but not least is the AirtelTigo Highest Scorer Award, sponsored by AirtelTigo. This award will take effect from the preliminary stage to reward the school with the highest winning score among all the winning schools on each competition day. The prizes at the various stages are 1,000 Ghana cedis at the preliminary stage, 2,000 Ghana cedis at the 1/8 stage, 3,000 Ghana cedis at the quarter-final stage, 5,000 Ghana cedis at the semi-final stage, and 10,000 Ghana cedis at the grand finale. There would also be academic scholarships from Academic City University College and Accra College of Medicine available for the contestants. Zipline Ghana would offer the contestants from the Best Less Endowed School a 4-week paid internship at Zipline Academy, where they would receive practical training on Zipline's operations. With support from Adansi Travels and Kenya Airways, the ultimate champions, together with their teacher, would embark on an all-expenses-paid tour to Nairobi and Dubai. Cooper Study International would offer the best male and female students a 3-week fully funded summer camp in the United Kingdom. Our ever-supportive media partners, JoyNews, with support from YFM, would be on the ground to bring to our numerous fans out there all the excitement of the 2021 edition of the National Championship.
Relax. Yeah. You see, it's like the following day, like Xavier be school, the Moscow be school, I'll put on. I'm going to show them levels. Not that will be school. Challenge will be school.
We appreciate all the sponsors, as well as the individuals who are supporting us in diverse ways to produce the 2021 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz. We are immensely grateful to the Ghana Education Service, the main sponsors of the program, for their continued support, and to Absa Bank Ghana for partnering the program. We appreciate your enthusiasm and support to promote the study of maths and science in the country. The National Science and Maths Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank and supported by JoyNews, Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance, AirtelTigo, Dano Milk, Joy Industries, Academic City University College, Kenya Airways, Adansi Travels, Accra College of Medicine, GTP, Cooper Study International, Zipline, and YFM. And this is a Primetime production.
It's becoming clear that this year is shaping up to be the most exciting National Science and Maths Quiz yet. Kumasi is going to be the home for all of that great excitement. So, of course, my advice to everyone is from now, let's all start rehearsing how to say, this is a primetime production in a Kumasi accent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to hear from the main sponsors of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Ghana Education Service has provided immense support for this competition, and they continue to. Here to present their goodwill message on behalf of the Director General, Professor Kwesi Opoku-Amankwa. It's my pleasure to welcome up to the dais the Deputy Director General of the Ghana Education Service, responsible for quality and Access, Dr. Kwabena Bempa Tando.